Alright. Hey, Blades. Oh man, that's so beautiful how fast that is. It's not even like a lag. Alright, welcome back to some more Outer Worlds. Decided to do a part 2 since my part 1 just abruptly ended. And why the hell not? I haven't gamed in a while, so definitely enjoying this. So let's get back into it. We left off talking to Esther Blaine. She was talking about Abernathy, which wants us to go basically smuggle him medicine. But she wants us to smuggle it for her because he's just a crazy bat, basically. And honestly, yeah, you need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
It's definitely cool. I like the approach of multiple choices when it comes to these missions.
Nothing I can do about that.
Wanted, Bert Birdie Colton from the Spacer's Choice, blah 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 blah. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing. Yeah, you don't need that. Sedition and unauthorized use of medical supplies. So I'm guessing we could go find these dudes. That'd be pretty cool. Be down for that. So far, I gotta say, I am loving this game. It's definitely refreshingly new. Trouble ticket? They were trying to reboot something. Sounds important. Apparently I could just take those, so why the hell not? Definitely taking the magnet. But yeah, what I was going to do in my last video, which I guess I'll do in this video. First impressions on this, definitely I like it. The HUD layout, the menu layout, it's just about everything, honestly. This game is really solid, in my opinion. Oh, you could just break shit down right here. Do it. Like, it's, I would say this for sure is going to hit Bethesda pretty hard when it comes to Elder Scrolls or the Fallout series. I definitely agree with any statement that is done with that. Because just even my first 2 hours of playing this, and I'm already absorbed. Like, this game's hooked me for sure. And its visuals are very impressive. They're not lacking in any way. Haven't run into a glitch so far, which is a miracle lately with gaming. And game's just easy. Easy to play. It's friendly fun, honestly. I gotta appreciate that. Extendomite. So that was our first mod, from the sounds of it. And what I gotta say, like, I gotta appreciate the textures and the table work and like the items in the game. They don't look or feel like they were copied from Fallout. Like, they look individually like their own little thing. Like, they didn't carry any asset over from Fallout. Maybe ideas, sure. Hey. I mean, it's hard not to carry ideas you've had from Fallout New Vegas to this, because I mean it was their title and they had the Fallout info, so. You know what? Let me keep her, but I know you will raise her with love, perhaps more than I would make time for. You are patient and present in a way that I am not. The company says she has no name until you give her one. Her name is Parvati. They tell me her birthday will be set on the date she's legally delivered to you. Jesus. She was actually born on July 7th. Make her feel special when I can't. She liked it when I sang to her if it was the only time she stopped crying. We left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned to Terra 1. I kissed her goodbye at the platform and asked if I'd ever see her again. We both know the answer was no. Look up and think of me as I'll look up and think of you. Well, shit. That was depressing. Hey, we got a new helmet on that one. Ah, freaking powerful helmet. And way cooler. Holy crap. So yeah, first impressions are, I would say, beyond what I was thinking this game was going to be like. To be honest, even though I knew Obsidian was doing it, I didn't pre-order this game until like last minute because I was very on the fence with it. I know Obsidian's pretty much their own entity within the Bethesda studios and stuff, and I think I've heard that they're branching off completely, because Fallout team is basically making it where it's like they don't want to share in order for them to do like another Fallout 76. So honestly, I kind of hope they do break off, because this, if they were to make more games like this, I think they're set as their own little office. I don't think they would have issues. And don't take what I'm saying like 100% because I've only heard things I don't know exactly 100% all the details, but yeah, from what I've heard, like Bethesda just was pretty much shunning Obsidian, pushing Obsidian to do something, obviously, where they had to break off, which I think is better for them, for how that company's going down right now.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got him.
Just between us.
Sorry if you can hear her talking in the background. Hopefully you guys can't. She's kind of being a chatterbox. But yeah, I don't know. Thankfully, you know, there was quite a bit on this game before it came out. Like, a lot of people were talking about it, a lot of commotion on it. Ultimately, that persuaded me to pre-order it. And so far, I gotta say, I am actually glad I did. Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of 40 or higher. It's kind of cool. Damn, a trip blade spacer choice. I like how everything's spacer choice. That thing looks nasty. Riot control armor. Backpack. Armor mod utility increases carrying capacity. Go ahead and sell those. Not enough to be able to buy the backpack mod, but Maybe another time. Yeah, just break that down. Yeah, that should be better. Armor parts. Oh, man. Wow, 350 bits, huh? Ooh, a revolver. Coming in here was, nice. But yeah, no, to finish what I was saying, yeah, for this game in general, I will say I'm pleased. I will be doing a full playthrough of it, pretty much. Oh, that's cool. It glows on which one it uses. So, not much purpose to use that then, if that does more damage, that ammo. Oh, that uses light ammo too. It's a shotgun. Hunting rifle is heavy. I don't even have any energy. Okay. Hit botched. There's an actual botch list. That's actually kind of cool. That means we could fuck up some quests if we're not careful. Yeah, I won't ramble on too much about that, because obviously, since I'm going to do a full playthrough, I will have a review at the end of the playthrough once I beat the game. Cigarette lighter, armor parts. Ooh, this is a nice little bin. You know, I usually don't steal in these games. I figure I just kind of throw that out there. I usually don't. This game, I'm like stealing like mad. Vale region is powered by the Spacer's Choice geothermal facility. Spacer's Choice is proud to bring the colonists of Halcyon moderately innovative technology at a reasonable price. Power regulator unit may be disengaged while the transformer is active. Failure. In compliance with warning, please avoid attempting to modify or tamper with this spacer's choice of a transformer while power is active. Doing so may lead to death. Okay. So it's got to deactivate this place, I guess. Bard. I mean, this place might be an event on its own, because it looks like the quest marker leads to here, which it does. So I'll go back to exploring. But yeah, I'll say it's definitely nice to have this type of game out finally. Definitely since, you know, 76 did not add up. It's so much more on top of that. It's like next Elder Scrolls is going to take forever to come out because of Starfield. We don't even know anything about Starfield,
I'll just
really.
be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
So it's definitely nice that we got something like this. But yeah, today's a special day, so just to reconfirm too, I will be playing this game only on my off days of streaming if I play anything. So my normal schedule will be going into effect here soon, probably tomorrow, maybe, we will see.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet. You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery. Go right ahead. Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed? Go right ahead. Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor. You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry. Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work. Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded. Music to my ears.
Yeah, merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices. Okay. Damn, that's expensive. Hammer. Maxwell Spacer's Choice Hammer. The Maxwell. Maxwell, the silver hammer was built with extra weight for crushing hits to the head and other weak spots, but it's well balanced for smooth swinging. Interesting. Ah, man, a light assault rifle. Light machine gun. I bet if I'm just patient, I'll probably find one. Yeah, no brainer. Buy those. Excuse me. Damn. Okay.
Another day at the cannery.
This place is all sorts of fancy.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
And I'm not an ass.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town. Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so. Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh man, I'd pay handsome for some for the book. Handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would a Viscar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alrighty then.
Hey there, Mary.
Resident.
Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess?
I do kind of appreciate that there is just NPCs that aren't titled people. So it's like you know who to talk to, sort of thing. a little bit better. Instead of guessing, and like this person that has a name just has no importance, really. What? Guess that would make sense, actually. I was way making that more complicated than I should have. Kind of cool that there's hidden treasure laid about, too. Do enjoy that fact. So that looks like to be everything that's in town. So let's go ahead and do the story. I'd like to get my first companion. No to schedule your sick leave with your spacer's choice. Consider it toward other members. Weeks to process. Lost hours must be compensated by the company. See read. Member work integrates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. One sec. Chloe, what? No. No. Eat what you got there. We'll be having dinner shortly.
Hold it right there.
Yeah. Sorry about that. That's why I saved it, because I was like, I bet if I steal these bullets, I'm going to get caught. But it was because of that dude, huh? It was. Haha. Still took it. Kick me. I could steal the kick me sign? Why? Uh-oh. controller's dying. Can't take life anymore. Oh god. Oh hey.
I don't have time for this.
Well, I don't have time for you either. Come on, dude, move. Sprats. Owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to the plague, but I cannot. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work. Show up. Wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start. Interesting. Someone got offed for not complying. I gotta say, like, Choicers are not sounding like a great company to work for.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
I'm guessing the foreman gravesite fees I'm here to collect.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Jeez.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite
If
fees?
you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Ouch.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable. Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Damn. Pick up Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2. Fishes arrive. Okay, nothing too interesting on that. Some random ring. Okay. And yeah, that leads outside. So that is that place. Let's go on up. Yeah, that's messed up. Hey, like, I would hate...
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Yeah, I like that last one.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Ah, companions. CMP New Manager Seminar Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the Companion Ledger.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Reed's key, huh? He lives awfully humbly up here, huh?
Sorry, I can't. Coming. Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we chat? It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
But that's not the only side of the tale, huh? This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures Reed. Didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
Hey, Pearl.
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
So far, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm guessing Chaotic's been playing it too. Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues, that is for sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what Chaotic said too, but I was like, I don't know. Kind of glad it's not multiplayer, because I usually have bad experiences with solo games that get given multiplayers. They usually are not that good. How well did
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Oh, nice. Well, from what I could tell, it's probably one of the better titles that are like this to play, so definitely a good one to get into from what I could tell. Yeah, I mean,
life's hard here.
Yeah.
Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Yeah, because Obsidian, they originally did Fallout 76, or not 76, Jesus, New Vegas. God, I've had that backwards this whole entire time. And a lot of people liked 76, what Obsidian did with it. And then Bethesda kind of like never gave them the Fallout title back, even though they wanted to do a sequel to that. And a lot of people were disappointed. And I think this is their approach of breaking off from Fallout. Talk to the town's vicar. We talked to that dude. I'll stop by. Heh.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Some of the choices I've seen already are kind of interesting. Right, that's outside of town. Ooh, skill point. Let's get lock pick up, huh? One more? Yeah, it was one more. Cool. Way mag pick Tomahawk are free to open. Ow, I should have just read the points. 20. Ah, bad me. Not paying attention. Chloe, stop. Let's see. Armor's in the workbench. My melee's absolute crap. We could definitely do that twice. Get that unlocked. Yeah. Start building that up. Apply that. Companion abilities, huh? You can command your companions to use your special abilities to enemy you are targeting. Okay, cool. Don't get perk until next level. So these are the factions, huh? Groundbreaker, Decanoplasts, Monarch, Stellar Industries, Sublight Salvage and Shipping, The Board, and Spacer's Choice. Ooh, they have a positive and negative meter. I don't know how I feel about Spacer's Choice so far. Can't say I'm for them.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance. Please get it.
He really wants that book. You seem pretty concerned about that book. Care to tell me why?
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why a collector would desire to possess such a rare book. Because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony. Appreciation of the written word outside monthly periodicals is virtually unknown here.
Yeah, I haven't even begun exploring the outside area yet, really. I've just been in here picking up all the quests, if anything. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Deserters, if you could answer quickly, we're in a hurry.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan. The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true. You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us. We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion. I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Aw, man, I have it locked. You get along with your dad. You might not have with your mother.
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
I know. It sucks having those choices locked, too. It's either free XP or... Clearly trying to call someone? Or better option, usually. Mentioned something earlier.
You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
That is very true. Mechanic, whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. It's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Well, it looks like we did what we could. Time to head on out, huh? Salt tuna. The only source of protein a busy worker needs. Ah, so beautiful. So intense, too. Okay. Woo. Definitely pick that up. Sure. Sure. Tartar sauce. Tartis sauce. However you want to pronounce that stuff. Oh, is she able to pick locks? Is that why that was cheaper? I actually haven't looked at her. Okay, let's... I'm really curious. Like, where is she? Oh, jeez. The obvious... Pavate. The companion ledger. The companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status, effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon. Follow distance and aggressiveness. So what? Health, threat generation, boisterous. So she taunts and sneaky. Interesting. And of course engineering. So yeah, obviously engineering's big for her. Distance medium, weapon mixed, aggressive. She's level 3 as well. Yeah, so skills, persuade and lockpick in engineering. That's really cool. And ability to overload. So far, I'm definitely liking the looks of the companion system. Looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think you can have up to 2 companions at a time. I didn't really look to see how many other companions there is in the game, though. Because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. But definitely cool. I am definitely down with having her about. So that wraps around back to the graves. Yeah, I mean, this game, pretty. There's just no way around it. Like, if I were to wake up to that every day, whew, intense, I tell ya. That would be life-changing to wake up to this. Like in real life. It's exciting to think about, that's for sure. Damn.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine.
Oh, jeez.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
This guy's all ready for the Terminator apocalypse.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Cool. And then, yeah.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the Resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did. Throw him underneath the bus, why don't you? He's asking for a little extra to finish the resistance of mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
That's too good.
Go on. You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Pretty sure that's what they were programmed to do.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihood, they will take away our very lives. Go on. I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
Jeez. Total annihilation. It's not even just like, some annihilation, you know. It's total.
Not a peep for me.
Oh, look at that thing. Hostile stick. Fun times barrel. Thinking cap.
Nice.
And do it. I'm gonna have a thieving issue in this game. Steal everything. Modifications, cool. A grenade launcher? Hell yeah, I'll keep that on me. Sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, it's the same. I have to get used to the HUD using 82, 90, and 95. I won't mod anything yet. I'm not. I want to wait for an assault rifle, really. Gyro sight. Restricted stock. Yeah. Each vendor has different stuff. Oh, there's an assault rifle. Oh man, I want an assault rifle so bad. And a shock cannon? What the hell? Tremor cleaver. Just don't have enough.
Gosh, that's clever.
Hey. Really? I mean, this guy is doing his job. Gotta give him that. As annoying as it might be. Hey! Damn, that was profitable. 1 sec as I save it, guys.
Great work.
Oh, cool, that just went outside. Chloe, watch your mouth. Hey! Sorry. She, learned some naughty words. 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Man, there's quite a lot you can loot. I'm guessing these were like wannabe houses or something. So do you have infinite sprint? It kind of feels like you do. Yeah, you do. I'll be damned. That's actually way nice. To have infinite sprint. Bypass.
Nice.
I'm guessing we don't have a hunger meter, so food is quite literally just a healing aspect, unless we were to play on that one difficulty. I already forget what it was called.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Dude, stand still.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
About those fees you wanted.
Yeah? What about him? Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
Yep, wrong button. Like I said, I have to get used to that. So comes now the power stranger in a stranger land. Divert power from the geothermal plant. Reads message. Die, robot. Let's go do that real quick. How many can I? Okay. I can only have one queued at a time. That's fine. Yeah, let's go kill the robot. Chloe, go play. So I wonder if I could go find the gold teeth and sell it. That'd be kind of funny.
easy.
So this must be abandoned because there's no steel. It's all pickable. Pickup items. Man, I have enough ammo. How much ammo do I got anyway? Wrong button. Oh, yeah. Ooh, light assault rifle. Wait, what?
Mommy, I'm gonna some to my car.
I'm not mommy, baby.
I don't want to be on that.
Go. Confused. Oh, it's because I was doing the equip motion. Gotcha. I was like, why can't I... Sweet. Goodness. Kind of figured I wouldn't have to buy anything though. Toxin absorber. Let's sell that. That. I mean, I'm keeping some food just in case, but yeah, I don't feel like keep the fast ration.
Here they come! Woo! We made it!
Sneaky little devils. Just want to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. I appreciate your hard work on... Oh my goodness. Position marketing has been terminated. So she got fired? Ouch. What's on your fork? Not in the mouth. It's fat. How would you like that? Pitch an idea and you get fired for it. Like, oh yeah, that's interesting. Well, I'm sorry, but you're terminated now, so you gotta understand, you know, what you pitched at us is now our property, but we got to let you go. Like, screw that. Ow. Evicted. Ouch. Alright, evicted. It's up here, though.
Here we go! Nice one! Got him! Careful, you're hurt!
Oh, man.
That's the last of them!
Dang, marauders. Rifle's pretty cool. Actually, probably will play with sniper rifles in this. Usually I don't bother with them too much, but wasn't too bad using that. Marauder lookout. I am. So we dispatched them pretty hardcore. What's a back door? What? Back door to where, though? Man, I need to fix my clocks. I forgot our clocks changed while we were moving. I forgot to reset a lot of them, so now it's like I keep looking at the stove clock. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not the time. Never mind. Welcome back, Pearl. Oh, right, this is the bar door, huh? No problem. A flywheel. Oyster pistol. Not too bad. I felt like all I did for almost about a week was clean, pack, clean, move, unpack, clean, unpack more, and then clean. Like, it was like consistently that, and then we had to buy like curtains and yeah, basically. It was just like more of everything after a while. It wasn't too bad though. I mean, we're settled at this point. We're done with our apartment, which I'm glad, because that was a pain in the butt cleaning that. It took me 7 hours and 1 day to clean most of it, and then another 3 hours to steam the carpets. Yeah, no, it's definitely good that we're settled. Definitely before the snow came. Yeah, it's not that we kept the place messy, it's just the place itself is run down and it needs a lot of work. So I was trying to make it where we got our $1,200 security deposit back, but not sure if we'll get it back, to be honest. That was a nice little cache. Yeah, me and Jamie were really upset because we steamed the carpet, and it was just, I think I did 6 buckets worth of water on the living room alone, and it kept coming back pitch black. We could not get it back to being white. It was ridiculous. Oh, a little bit beefier than I was expecting.
That's the last of them.
Yeah, and like we had stairs we had to deal with that had carpeting, which we've had to walk up and down on the whole entire time we lived there. It was just a mess. So we think the carpets alone is gonna pretty much screw us in getting back our security deposit, but we're just glad to be done with it, to be honest. Oh yeah, and then we've been having a lot of fun in our new house, getting stuff set up, being homeowners and all that. It's been really nice. Not only that, but definitely enjoying the better internet, for sure. I'm glad there was only one of those robots. I was not prepared for how beefy he was. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, she has so much room to play in now, it's ridiculous. Like, I think the only thing that we really sacrificed from the apartment aspect of, like, space was the fact that it was a 2-car garage, which was kind of nice, where our house is only 1 car, but honestly, for me, that's not much of a loss. So we got pretty much bigger everything. Bigger kitchen, bigger dining, even bigger living room and bedrooms. Yeah. Nah, if we didn't have Habitat for Humanity helping us, we would probably still be in that apartment, realistically. Because buying a house is a lot of money. It's definitely not a cheap feat. Where the hell is that taking me again? Or is that just to the dude? Yeah, I have to go report I killed it, right? Mr. Terminator Apocalypse over here. Ow.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory? That's funny. Yeah, we're definitely glad because we'll be paying $860 for pretty much everything, except for obviously the side things like electricity, water, and all that. But it's like $860 for that, where renting in Colorado is $1,200. So yeah, we're definitely going to be saving quite a bit thanks to the Habitat for Humanity. Yeah, but apparently behind the toilet. You hid your secret
Sharp,
weapon.
ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
And that's, sadly, that's cheap renting here in Colorado. It's starting to shoot up to like $1,600 to $1,800. It's really sad. It's like Colorado, it's a beautiful state. I think that's why it suffers, because it's a tourist state. And it's starting to become that, at least. Yeah. Too expensive for sure.
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I guess that makes sense why you put it there now. Still funny, though.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Yay, level 4. Come on, Chloe, you're done. Goofy girl. Oh, yeah. Can't remember the level you've been at.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I imagine if you're in the same area that I'm in, you're probably pretty close to 4 or at 4.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Ooh, level 5. Yeah, I think the last I saw Keith was when I ran into him at wait, how do I get this? I ran into him at GameStop when he was working. And time to level. There's nothing for 30. I could get that to 40. Maybe. He likes to peer offline, even though he plays games. So I'm not too sure. He could be busy, or he could just be hiding. That's a bad habit doing that.